What's up guys, Javier from That Racing Channel. We have a super sick episode in store for you today. Jim from RB Power invited us over to check out his R32 GTR that makes over 1,000 wheel horsepower. I think it might make close to 1,100. And with the TRC R32 GTR project about to be finished, we have RB fever. So we just had to come check it out. What's up, man?
Hey,
Jim, how you doing, man?
buddy, how you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, man.
Thanks for having us, man.
I thank you for being here. Thank you for being here.
I am so stoked. So we had about a 3-hour drive over here, and the whole time we were just dreaming about RB sounds.
Well,
so
we'll definitely get some.
We've seen a video of this thing in action, and it just sounds absolutely ridiculous. I cannot wait to jump into it. But yeah, go ahead and pop the hood for us, and let's check it out. Wow, man. What a beautiful engine bay.
Thank you, buddy. I'll give you a rundown. It's RB26 N1 block. All middle forged internals, pistons, rods, rings, all that, all those goodies. The heads, all aftermarket parts, oversized valves, springs, retainers, Tomei products. We have our hypertune manifold, 2000cc injectors, 250mm Taub blow-off valves, titanium piping all around the car, of course, 76, 75, precision turbo, dual ball bearing. I mean, pretty much sums the whole engine part of it. You know, it's you know, we're running extended collars with the Niddle high volume oil pump in it. We took care of all that stuff. Oversized sump too. That's an 8.5 quart sump that's in the car. Yeah, pretty much sums it up as far as the engine part of it's concerned.
Oh yeah,
you know?
I mean, this thing is definitely built tough. It's you know, there's not many Australian style builds, I guess you could say, here in the US, and this is one of the few here that was local to us, and I'm like, man, we really got to check this thing out, because from what I've seen, this thing is built correct.
Well, speaking of Australian, it's funny you mentioned that, because all our inspiration did come from them. I mean, two of the biggest, let's say, two of the biggest inspirations was Motive Video. Obviously, Andrew Hawkins, he's helped us a lot. The engine was built at Motorsports Mechanical in Australia. Mick Monsoor is the owner. Big shout out to him, of course. He promised me 1,000+ engine, and he delivered. You know what I mean? It's we've had no problems so far. You know, they've been great with us. Took the time to talk to us. Took the time to answer questions. Basically built the entire engine, and then next thing we knew, it was sitting here in the crate. So it was really good. You know, the car right now, it's tuned by Martin Struck from RS Enthalpy. We've used Martin for 10 years. He's tuned everything. We consider him to be top dog. There's nobody better, in my opinion. It's running an ECU Masters ECU, the Black Edition. It's currently at 1,044 horsepower at 37 pounds of boost. So,
in regards to drivetrain, like axles, transmission, clutch.
Yep. Everything as far, well, transmission on this car right now is just an R33 transmission with a twin disc plate clutch, but ironically, just today we received notice that our Samsonis full sequential transmission just came in.
Oh man!
So we are stoked for that. I mean, I cannot wait.
Escalating.
We can't wait to get that in there. So that might be another video sometime. The tranny's in. As far as all the axles, all DSS axles, the whole drivetrain, you know, is DSS one-piece drive shaft, all that. 22 thousandths of a second shift according to Samsonis. So I mean, it's very quick. So I mean, we can't wait to be able to. I mean, once that's in, first stop's the track, you know, just to see. I mean, we've been dying to bring, because every time we've gone to the track, we've blown transmissions, we've blown axles, so we haven't even had an actual track time, you know what I mean? It's just, it's all fresh, so we haven't been able to really deliver a track time, so that's something we're really waiting for.
Yeah, this thing should fly, for sure, man.
Hopefully.
All right, we'll go ahead and fire her up.
Custom 4-inch exhaust, titanium up until the half, and then the rest is aluminum going all the way back, which is 4-inch. There's no mufflers, resonators, it's just straight pipe.
Oh, I can tell.
Yeah.
It's loud in here. And how clean the engine bay is.
Oh yeah.
It's so nice. You guys did such a great job. I love the little titanium bits, and the polish is so clean.
It's really attention to detail. Like even little things like this, little things like that in the back, it's just attention to detail.
We got a little Haltech dash, race dash there. Super clean interior. I think these are R33 seats, right?
Yes, these are R33 seats that have been redone. We did try the route of going with aftermarket seats, but to be honest with you, as a GTR owner, I cannot replace these seats. They're so comfortable for me. I mean, that's
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the factory Nissan stuff. It looks like you kind of...
Yeah, they've been redone. They've been redone everything. They're basically they're brand new. They've just been
badass, man. I love how simple it is. You mind if I sit in it?
Of course.
So let's give you guys an interior shot here. Very clean. Basic gauges. Nothing crazy all over the dash.
Interesting note, you gotta note this. I haven't owned a radio in a car for over 20 years.
My man.
I do not believe in radios. You will never see a radio in this guy's car, ever. I just love to hear my car. That's what I like to do.
That's awesome. One thing I'll tell you is the past 3 cars, so the TRC 240, TRC Supra, the GTR, don't have radios either. So we're in the same boat.
Yeah, you don't want a radio in a car like this. Hell no.
You go ahead and pull it out for us?
Yeah, of course. Yes. Huge shout out to my sponsors, Mold-Tool USA. They have been amazing to me. Products, anytime I needed them. As far as, of course, putting their logo and their name on my car, they've always been helpful, supporting me. We tried to do, something different, and we think it came out okay.
Hey man, it has a really clean, stealthy look, but it looks aggressive.
Yeah, I've always believed in building cars the right way. But I've also always believed in the saying, show and go. I always want to have a nice, clean car. I mean, this is my pride and joy. I put all of my money, blood, and sweat into it, so I always want to be able to show it off to the best way that I can, whether it's on a track or whether it's at a show. I mean, that's always what I try to achieve. So.
Absolutely, man. I'd say you hit the nail on the head there. What's up, my man? Good to see you.
Nice meeting you again.
So when we originally saw the video of this car, you were the one in the video. Great job, great job, by the way.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
You to Hoonigan as well for coming down, and obviously you guys.
Oh, they killed it with that video, man. And
it's cool now because people are gonna think it's a different car because it's a different color. Because we had a couple people ask, and they're like, "Wait, is this a different GTR?" We're like, no, it's the same livery, just the whole car is matte black now, as you can see.
It came out beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I heard you got a clean little S14 back there, so we're gonna have to go check that out in a second here.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
Oh man, I covered my ears.
It gives you
and I felt that shit in my chest. Nick, how was that? How was that on your ears there, sir?
I was in the garage and it's just ringing.
I covered my ears. I'm like, I know this is gonna be loud, but I
didn't
still
even have a chance.
I almost lost my breath. It hit me in the chest.
Dude, I was like, don't jump. And as soon as it popped, I was like...
All right, guys. I don't know about you, but I am so ready to go for a ride in this thing.
This turbo, we thought, you know what, borderline. I mean, it might be a little too much. To be honest with you, we're very surprised with it. It does. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't. It's got that slightest bit of hesitation, which we will correct because we do have nitrous on the car now. We just have not, of course, made the proper adjustments to run the nitrous.
So just like to tap it to spool, right?
That's all you got to do. Just tap it at full throttle.
Makes a world of a difference.
But I mean, it takes a second. Like you see it now. You're right at 3,700, and then if you get it.
This thing hazes the tires, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's the best feeling, is hazing the tires in an all-wheel drive car, making some serious power. That 76, 75 does not play.
It's a great turbo.
It does not play.
It is a great turbo.
It really is. That's what I had. I don't know if you've ever seen videos of the TRC Supra, but back in the day with my 6-speed Supras, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, we started with the 7675, and man, I beat the hell out of the car with the turbo. It was so much fun. We eventually ended up going to the 7685, and that one was a good bit more laggy, and this one's such a nice mix between like street and top end charge, you know what I mean?
That's
like
perfect way of describing it. You know, it's got that perfect flow where you know, it's not yet laggy, but then again, it's boosting when you really want it to. It's
perfect for a street car. Like,
I think so.
You don't want to go like autocrossing with with this turbo like this. But for a street car, you know, that doesn't die off on top.
When the car launches right, when you're at a drag strip too, with the proper launch, you know, the car's just fine. You know what I mean? Like even when you're launching, off launch control with a little extra nitrous just to get it going, it's perfect.
I don't think there's anything better than just that screaming RB. Like 2Js are amazing, but the RB sound just is something else, man.
It is a different sound. It truly is a different sound. I mean, 2J's great, proven motor. Don't get me wrong, but it's like not a lot of people don't know much about the RBs, so now they're getting more comfortable with them and knowing what they can do, what kind of power they can make, and all that.
So what fuel is this on?
E85. We're running E85.
Just pump E85? Or?
Yep, pump E85. We can run any kind of fuel if we want. We just, you know, we've got the fuel sensor in the back. But I mean, we always, I've got a flex fuel sensor, but I don't. It's never ever gotten anything other than the E85.
Yeah, it's the way to go, man. It's so nice to not have to worry about like race fuel or anything like that.
Yeah.
You just go to the pump it in, and you're good to go, you know? Oh my god, this thing is sick. This thing just destroys the tires, dude.
It's just, that's what I'm saying.
It's so violent.
But you see how straight it stays?
Yeah, it goes straight,
you know
man.
That's
This thing's a blast. You want to do it?
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, so we got my man Sergio here. He's gonna take me for a rip. We're gonna launch the piss out of this thing. Gets rowdy.
I'm probably gonna have to ride the clutch way harder if it's gonna want to take off. I get scared sometimes because I don't own this car, so like
I don't blame you one bit on that.
when I get the full permission to send it, that's a different story. So like I'm not worried about it, but I do get scared sometimes when he's watching. I'm like, oh, what if I break it? He's ready for it, you know, but.
Thank you so much for launching the
Thank
crap out of this thing.
I wish it would hook a little bit better, but
hey man, you're on a stock transmission. I give you so much props for launching it that many times back to back.
Oh yeah, dude.
I mean it's gonna go one day or another.
Drive.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, you don't gotta tell me twice.
So to all of Javier's fans, this is his test run because he's gonna be done with his car, and I know he's gonna go above and beyond with it. So then he's gonna bring it down so we can actually play around.
Thank you so much, dude.
Enjoy.
We're definitely bringing ours over when it's done. Get a feel for this.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy.
Pretty heavy.
It'll
Oh, grabs up top. Okay.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. This is XD Twin, I think you said?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Twin disc, carbon ceramics.
I don't know if you've seen the TRC sequential lever.
Yeah.
The gray one.
Yep.
So that one had the same clutch in it.
I watch all the videos. And
My man.
And I'm subscribed.
My man.
Wow. See, it's different when you're not driving.
Oh man. And honestly, it blows the tires like, but it's like an ice skating, you know? It's like, it does that all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
But it tracks dead straight. I mean, you guys did a really good job putting this thing together.
Yeah, the suspension, I sat, no joke, hours with him and just kind of dialed in the dampening, the spring rates, because we didn't want like too much squat to where it tucks in too much and then there's no traction, and we don't want it to be too stiff because then you break axles like that, which I learned the hard way the first time. So once we had done the whole GK Tech, basically subframe, all new control arms, that's kind of when, you know, I really did a lot of research. I watched a lot of videos and kind of learned a lot of height, you know, and setting it up. So it squats well. I think my favorite
that
thing,
RB screen.
Yeah. I think my favorite thing about it though is when you're cruising, it's actually comfortable. You know what I mean? Like put it in fifth gear on the highway, it's not that bad at all.
You mind if I do like another second gear hit? Go ahead.
It's blowing my hair everywhere.
Dog, oh my god. I just gotta say, this thing is 1000% TRC approved.
Sick. Good to know.
This is the fastest RB car I've driven.
Wow.
So that popped my cherry right there.
Thank you.
This is a
I think he
freaking
wanted to
blast.
hook up spray, but we were like, it might be too much for the street, so.
This thing does not need spray on these tires. I will tell you that.
It does not. I'm actually shaking a little bit. It's like I said, it's different when you're not driving, because when you're a passenger, you really
It
experience
really
the
is
power.
different, right?
I see the car every day. I get to drive it every other day, and I never get sick of it. And I'm not even saying that because it's my dad's car. I never get sick of this car.
Honestly, I like this shifter a lot. Like the height and everything.
It's a Tomei short throw. And he just did like an extended shift knob because he kind of wanted to get a feel for the sequential style. Because obviously, you know, sequential sit like.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's gonna be probably here. Dude, I can't thank you enough for letting me take this thing for a spin.
Trust me, I'd let you do a couple skins in my car, but my turbo's low.
The clutch is actually super nice.
Once it's warmed up, it's
firm.
totally
Like it's a
doable
pretty
clutch.
heavy pedal.
Yeah.
But it's very slippable. It grabs like kind of up top.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not like an on-off switch. Like on the TRC Supra, it was literally like an on-off switch. It was real tough to drive.
Yeah.
And the shift's butter smooth, man. Even I can't believe with a factory transmission. I mean, I think I was shifting it at like over 8,000 for sure. And it's butter smooth.
We've had luck, man. Even with the 32 one before that blew, that was on this setup for over a year when it made 1,000 plus. And countless drag pulls. I mean, yeah, we broke axles, whatnot, street pulls, but I don't know. Someone was watching over us, some transmission god was like, all right, we're not blowing up yet. And finally it broke the input shaft, and then this is an R33 GTR Trans. So hopefully it'll last before the sequential goes in. So that's hopefully next week. So as soon as that goes in, first thing we're doing is go to the track. And I'm saying this, I hope this car is going to be in the high 8s. That's my goal.
I mean, it's got the power for sure.
I think it could do
It's
like
gonna
an
be
8.9.
It's going to be about that 330. You guys get this thing to leave.
Yep.
You guys have a different set of wheels and tires for the
we
track?
have a full set of the Pro Stars, I think they're called Pro Stars, right? What are they called? The Track Stars or Pro Stars?
Okay.
The small 15 by 10s.
What tires?
275/50 Mickey T's.
Oh yeah, there you go. So you get some sidewall there.
Yeah, yep.
And if you get this thing to
Really hook.
If you get this thing to hook, yeah, man, it's a hook, but like to come out and get that 60 foot.
Get that squat and take out
it's
the
got
line.
the power, no doubt about it.
The car before on the stock motor, when it made 630, it actually ran 11.2 at 137.
Dude, that's a solid mile an hour.
But the 60 foot was what killed us.
Right.
My 60 foot was just straight spinning.
Yeah, that's a 10 second,
exactly.
bottom 10 second mile an hour. But yeah, those tires will help a ton, man.
I agree. We are back at the headquarters of Broken Nissans. Oh!
At the last second.
Hone them on the comments for that. No, I'm just kidding.
I did it on purpose, totally.
It's cooling down. Well,
Thank you so much.
I didn't even realize you were driving.
yeah, I know.
Hey, you pull up.
I know. That's how you know this is a first. No one's ever driven this car besides
No
me
way.
and my dad. Ever.
Oh man.
Not even Brandon, who helped build
I
this.
feel so special.
Guys, this thing is an absolute animal, man. I cannot wait for the TRC R32 GTR project to be done, because if that's a taste of what that's gonna be like, just no words. Such an awesome experience driving something all-wheel drive, RB powered, high revving. This thing is just an absolute blast. I can't thank these guys enough for popping my my above 1,000 horsepower Cherry in an RB. Driving. Obviously, I've been in some other fast RB cars, but actually driving one. It's such a different experience in the driver's seat. All right, man, so let's check out this S14.
Yeah. So
let's see the baby.
I know it's a little different than, you know, what we're being featured on for today, but the whole purpose of this car was kind of to be just all around, something that I can take across the state if I wanted to, take to Walmart with my girlfriend and have fun in and still look good. Cool backstory with this car is this car's actually been in our family for 13 years. So this is what actually started our obsession with these cars. And here we are 6 years later. I've had this car since I was 17 and I love it. It's my pride and joy. It's sort of like a demo car for me for the shop and what I offer for work, and never gonna sell it.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So it's the true baby right here.
Yeah, this is
the one that'll always be in the family.
Exactly.
Let's give you guys a full look here. So we got an RB20.
Yep, RB20. We'll get to that in a second.
Man, I love 240s so much.
I have a soft spot for them, man.
I've had about 8 of them, and they never get old.
Exactly, and I think the coolest thing about these cars is like you can do anything to them. They're like Legos, you know. You can piece stuff together nonstop. I mean, you know, Brandon, for example, he's got one with a turbo LS in it, built SR, RB. You know what I mean? There's a VH45 in my best friend's S13. So
how much power does it make?
It's an RB20 out of a friend's R32 that I purchased. When I bought the motor, I did a complete teardown, refreshed it. It's got a brand new Tomei head gasket, ARP head studs, aftermarket water pump, oil pump, timing belt. For the most part though, the motor internally is bone stock, nothing different. The only thing that I have done is a plasma main intake manifold, Deutschwerk 1200cc injectors.
Well, thanks for showing us your baby.
Of course.
I see a couple other cars out here. Super clean Honda. I see maybe an R32 out there.
Let me
give us a little tour here. Give us a tour. I gotta get a shot of this.
This is Sarah's M3. Her and her dad actually race cars at Sebring competitively. She tracks this car there. She's also an instructor, and she's only 17.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Pretty badass. So,
dude, that thing is clean.
Some of our one of our closest friends, Tobias. This is his 93 FD.
This thing's wild.
Imported Borg Warner turbo. He offers polishing services, so like what you see here is what he does. So he can literally virtually chrome anything in any color, any material you want. He's gonna be doing a lot of things on this car, different wheels, different body kit. I can't share because he begged me to not say anything to anyone, but
well, he's already got some crazy stuff going on here.
Yeah, it's a full Aria Memia kit, and he
That's
actually
wild.
carbon skinned everything himself, which is pretty badass. The car makes around 520, I think he said.
Nice.
But rotary power, everybody knows, is so different. And man, this car with 500 horsepower is fun.
Gotta love a nice FD, man.
Yeah, man, they're such beautiful cars. I mean, top 3 JDM cars in my opinion. And then here we have the owner of
this thing.
Bumblebee.
Oh man, this thing. I heard you're a detailer.
Yes, sir.
And for good reason here, because
Yes.
this thing is clean. I mean, minty. You could eat off this thing. I don't think I see a speck of dirt on this whole car.
Yeah, it's just garage kept. I barely drive it, so it just sits in the garage, and I take it out for occasions like this, or little car meets.
Yeah,
Nothing
man.
crazy, man.
Dude, and
This is it.
gutted. This thing weighs nothing. Dude, this thing is sick. What's the rundown on like the setup?
So it's a fully built JDM B20, and pistons, rods, manly rods, and all that stuff. So I do gotta get it dynoed. I still gotta change a couple things, a couple setups on it, do my new fuel system that I have, my intake. So pretty much I just gotta get the car tuned. Not sure what's gonna run. So hopefully
put a
runs
turbo
some
on
number. Or a turbo.
There we go. There's
always
always an instigator in the group.
yeah, yeah. So
Power,
for
power,
now-
power.
Yeah, so for now it's just all NA, so all motor, and I love it. It's a fun car.
Hell yeah, man. Well, props, dude.
And here's another one of my personal favorites that I've had the pleasure of working on. Also, probably the coolest owner and friend ever. She also owns 2 other badass cars, which if you guys check out our channel, she's also got a SEMA, a bagged Audi TT, this thing. So she's a baller.
She's got a bunch of toys.
Yes.
That's
Good,
awesome.
tasteful toys.
What's the rundown on this thing?
It's 1990 Skyline GTR. She's running on stock boost right now, but she has N1 turbos, Tomei cams, Brady gears, Olin coilovers. What else she has?
That's awesome. So you got like factory engine and all the goodies, like all the bolt-ons, like supporting mods,
yeah.
and
Yeah, so it has all the.
so that's a fun street car.
Yeah, so she's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
And I did a couple of things with the interior. Got Recaro seats and a couple of Nismo goodies, old Nismo goodies. And
Yeah, I see this real nice
Brembos, big
Recaro
Brembos.
seats in there.
Those are the R34 Brembos, right? Or are these aftermarket?
They are 34.
Oh, they are the R34s. Yeah, that's sick.
V-spec Brembos.
So many clean Skylines here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a full shot of this because reminds me a lot of the TRC R32.
Yes.
But
Very similar.
we just changed the wheels and we haven't shown anything about it on the channel yet. We're about to re-release the series, but that's like the old wheels it was on.
Awesome.
So I have a special appreciation for it.
Like classic, you know, timeless look. The bronze with the
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I heard you're prepping the drift machine. So give us the rundown on this thing, dude.
I'll pull it back up, I guess. All right, so it's a fully built SR, wide scope pistons, manly rods, port polish head, 1050cc injectors, GT 2871R turbo, makes 370 wheel at 17 psi. This is actually my buddy Aaron's car. Got in this to learn how to drift, and yeah, he lets me rip it whenever I want.
Badass, man. So you build these things?
Yeah, I do. Go above us is RB26 S14. That's getting a 1UZ in it, that Corolla.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's gonna be crazy.
Heck yeah, man. So I heard you can throw this thing around pretty well.
Yeah, I've been drifting for a while, so.
How long you been drifting?
I would say about 8 years now.
Nice.
Yeah,
So you're seasoned.
Yeah.
We can trust you. All right. Well, my guy Romeo's been dying to go for a ride in a drift car for a long time. He's been in a ton of drag stuff, but never felt that sideways G-force.
Yeah.
So he's got a heavy foot out here.
Yes, very heavy foot, but competes in Pro-Am. Probably, and I'm not even just saying this, he's one of the best drivers I've ever seen drive and been with, and I would trust him with my life.
He showed me a couple videos, and
Yeah.
he knows what he's doing behind the wheel.
He knows what he's doing.
This
Yeah.
car rips. It's actually, I know 370 doesn't sound a lot compared to 1100, but this thing's
different
fast.
It's not straight line power, so you don't need all the power in the
70
world.
miles per hour sideways, I think, is more terrifying than 100 miles an hour
Without a
straight.
doubt.
Yeah, it's-
Without a doubt.
I was trying to get like a lot of tire smoke, but I was just like, culture, all right, we're good.
First drift experience.
Yeah, so like I said, I mean, this is my first time going sideways in a car like that, and it was fun for sure. It's different. It's different.
I mean, you've been in 1,000+ horsepower cars going straight line.
Well,
It's
going
so
sideways and going
different,
fast,
right?
It's a completely different feeling.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. So what do you got here, man? These are
Well,
some
these are
beauties
the
here.
some of the other cars. I mean, this is my R31. This is my daily, actually. This is the one that I drive every day.
You daily the R31. That is awesome.
It's probably the most convenient and softest riding car that I've owned in such a long time. It's a great car. RB20 turbo, so it's great.
Dude, this thing looks awesome.
This is my wife's car. My wife. Where are you, wife? Come over here. That's my wife's car. Marina. Hi. So, you know, that's her every day. I mean, it's an auto, but it's good for her. I mean, it's a nice car. She just got it
And
painted.
It's also a four-door.
It is a
So
four-door
wait, let's give a
sedan.
little peek here.
This is the family car. So yeah, this is the family car.
This thing is awesome.
That's her daily driver. It's a little bit of a mess. You got to excuse it.
No, this thing's
That's
perfect.
her driver. So she drives this every day. I drive that every day. But I mean, we do have, you know, I've got a Safiro as well, a Nissan Safiro that we're building. That's going to probably be a drift car.
So you got a whole family full of toys here.
All JDM cars. My daughter, that's her S12 right there.
Oh,
so,
that's
I mean,
so
it's
awesome.
like we're all, you know, we all got a little of everything. But
it's fun. It's a lot
That's
of fun.
fantastic.
I mean, you got to keep it in that's what keeps us all close. You know what I mean? We're all together. We hang out together. We ride together.
That's what it's about, man.
That's what it's all about.
Keep it like a family. Well, man, I can't thank you enough.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Guys,
Thank you.
we had a blast
great
here
time.
at RB Power.
We are honored to say that they came to see us. We've been
Dude,
watching
thank
these
you.
guys for a long time. So we're very happy to be on the channel. Make
So-
sure you guys
so
check us
pumped.
out too if you don't mind. RB Power, check us out.
We'll see you guys next time.
All right.